let's carry on. Our internet transceiver, since getting the coffee, is almost ready. We're just waiting on a few more thingies. And then we're probably going to need to pump up some more power for it. As far as this goes, seems to have fully backed up. Oh, it's the labs that are... Huh. We're actually bottlenecked on labs now. What a place to be. That means I can steal these things. Bam, there we go. An active provider. Yeah, we can just bin all this stuff now. It's not a bad thing, not at all. Oh, that tinkering earlier. What's the craft time on this thing? Jesus, 600 minutes. I should use the other assembly machine. Wow. I hadn't realized the craft time. That's... Yeah. Yeah, I should have used the other assembly machines for sure. Yeah, well, you can just have some beacons. Right about there. There we go. That's phenomenal there. 600 seconds. Was it 600 seconds? Yeah, 600 seconds. That's 10 minutes. 10 minutes to craft. That's, yeah. Yeah. No, that's 600 seconds crafting time. The total raw is 23 hours. Oh dear. That's a little expensive. Most of it'll be in the Immersite stuff. Right, there it is. And there it's charging. Okay, it doesn't, yeah, it's just a giant accumulator. So now we need to give it some more power. That looks pretty cool, you gotta admit. So apparently the thing dissipates pretty quickly. So 100 gigajoule. Yeah, see, it just deletes the charge when it runs out, yeah. Am I upside down because I land down under? Yes. Giant's a bit of an understatement. Yeah, just a teeny bit. How long is your save file? Actually, look. So what is 1 terajoule? Terajoule is 1,000 gigajoules, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, how much time? Sorry. 2 days, 17 hours, which is about 65. So what was it? It was 30 by 1 divided by... Yeah, so 30 terajoules is 30,000 gigajoules divided by 2.2. So that's going to take like 3 hours to charge, if I got that right. I don't normally work with Giga and Terra, so I don't know them straight off. Time to more faster power. Oh, it is definitely more time to more faster power. I think it's time to bring this online because they're easy to copy paste. I might need to bring up some more fuel cells as well. Some more of these things. Rare metals and stuff. If I can. Otherwise it's nuclear. I mean, I can easily copy paste nuclear, but it's a bit of a pain. These may or may not be running as fast as it can. Oh yeah, see it's running low on water. It really needs to be on a lake, as always. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Terra is just 1,000. Yeah, 1,000 giga. 1 Terra is 1,000 giga. Think. I just don't know off the top of my head. As I say, it's not a number I normally work with. Burning. Burning sensation in my pockets. Ouch. There. 3 in a row. Make some more of them. Alright, you know what we need? And then what we need to do is copy and paste and paste. And for good measure, paste again. This is actually a song I have not heard in a long time. A classic. Goes way back. It's like 96, I think. Never thought much of it at the time, but it grows on you. It's at Marcy's Playground. Those who can't hear it. Like that, another one of those old classics, Deep Blue something. Just at Tiffany's. I'm gonna dig that up now. Are we on our own robo network? Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure the base can supply the materials for this. And the robot board is there. Yeah, this is going to need... If I wanted to go mega, I'm going to need to seriously brainificate the mega basing required. This map can't do it. At least not easily. It's an argument for chest stubs. Lovely sound. Just power the pumps from the main network. It probably doesn't really matter. The nuclear sort of jumpstarts this stuff anyway. Now. Spent cells. Go that way. Right there. Good cells go this way. And then... Yeah. I'll swap the lane it's on to the outside, because I want them on the outside. Then you inject onto there. So now it should always be on the outside, yeah, like that. And new cells won't get added. They won't get added blocking up the spent ones. How are we doing for power now? 5.1 gigawatts. So we're at 1 terajoule. It's not terrible. That's kinda terrible. Just the base right there. Jerks. Terrible. Just like that pun. Terrible. Oh no, they're getting built. A terribly terrific pun. Oh, look at that. Iron 2's dead. Is there any way to see? Look at it, the damaged ship reactor. It's doing the job, and they're trying their hardest. I can actually, now that this thing's being drained pretty well, I can have a look at what's going on in here. Low fluid input, yeah. Should only need 2, I thought. These are, that'll do it. That would do it. These do need to be separately powered. Yeah, 100 kilowatt, 100 kilowatt. What are these? I think these are 20. So I need like 5. Where at? I've lost it. 5, 6. That affected that. It's just had an immediate effect. Now we're up to 11 gigawatts produced. It's a 2.1 out of 30 though. Streak broke when you're going for 5? One job. One whole job. Speaking of Triple J, Nick Cave in the Band Seeds is a bit of a meme. He gets a lot of airtime. Anyone who watches Rage would know. Mac 12! Going down that host. How you doing? Can't hear it, of course. Need Prime Unlimited. Do you need Prime Unlimited to hear everything? Apparently. Seem to be undercooking a little bit. Yes, this is stable now. 11.2. So we managed to bring it up quite a bit. This should come online as well once it gets all of its steam turbines. Oh. That's a problem. Those are going to struggle. .7. Yeah, look at that. The things are shutting down. They can be spared. Get a bit of speed treatment. Going for heavy water. I think it's okay for heavy water though. More sadness. I better go deal with that. So there's plenty of tritium. Almost like a situation where an advanced chemical plant would be a good idea. Inclined to say. There they go. Oh, it's gaining. That's the main thing. Should be eating up fuel faster than it's producing more spent fuel. Come on. There you go. Time is up. I bet what this will do now is burn up all of the heavy water. Go in there. Output right about yeah. Akira, hey! Right down, yeah. Well, for anyone in the Northern Hemisphere, I appear upside down. For everyone else, it appears all normal. Now I need to give it tritium. So, let me speed boost the crap out of it. There we go. I only need one of them. Didn't even need the second one. And processed. Just like that. Like, it's hard to just appreciate just how ridiculous these high-end assembly machines and chemical plants, these advanced chemical plants and assembly machines are. They're insane. Just insanity. So right at this juncture, we're charging, we're up to 4 terajoules now. We're charging up the singularity, the intergalactic transceiver. We're charging up the great big singularity. Of course, it needs a lot of power, so we're upping our power game. Fortunately, I'd gone through the trouble of making, or pre-preparing these earlier, for copy and pasting. I can merely stamp down more of these, and away it goes. I'm probably not going to need any more. What was this belt? That's concerning, because that's my energy source for power. I probably cut it, didn't I? Yeah, I did. That didn't work? Oh. Probably should do something about that then. Away you go, you stupid lithium. Let's have a look. Well, it does need tweaking because I need to bend it back. Yeah, that's a thing. That's definitely a thing. I also need to do that. Fisherman, take me by the hand. What? That's... Can't hear it, Amazon. That's a lot of random BTTV emotes that went in there. I thought you'd actually gone to a lot of trouble to craft it. Need water? Yeah, it's probably important, eh? But I also need coffee. I take it you're a fan of it, or something? Didn't come up with that? It was a meme for a while. Oh, really? I don't really know. Never really heard that. Heard of that one. Although I didn't really know of weed until much later. Yeah, like in the last 10 years or so. There we go. Juice up. Release your steam. I don't know if you can see it, but where is it? There. See, all the BTTVs. Yeah, there. If you're able to catch it in the 3 seconds that I let you look at it. Now, are you short on heavy water yet? No, amazingly. Probably gonna start... Oh no, you're good on tritium again. Not even BTT... No, I hover over it and it just says BTTV emojis. Because it shouldn't show normally. Ew. Goes for FFZ. There they are. Could probably boost that. What are we at? 6 terajoules. 6.1. We're feeding at 7 now. So we're at, what are we? 30 minus 6.1 by 1,000 divided by 10. That's 50 minutes now to charge the singularity beacon. The singularity beacon, the big thingamy thing, the endgame thing. They're just, yeah, they're just, okay, yeah, they're just Unicode. Normally Twitch doesn't show Unicode emoji. At least it doesn't for me. Where was it? There it is. Nice and slow. Less. Engine, seal that one. Worst case scenario, we can just open up that. Here they come. Help get me more power. Alright, let's go investigate that wall there. Power armor do I have? I do have these. There was another one, wasn't there? Yeah. Ugh, jeez. Seems like effort to craft. Run there in that time. I got an idea. The inventory a little bit. Just for anything, any excess crap. I don't need 500. Oh, well, 4,000. We're going to survive with 500. I'll keep the shovel. Get rid of that. Of that. There we go. And let's get rid of it all. There we go. Right, first step. To sort out this defensive issue. You. There, we're gonna need a few shells. And secondly, to get over there, instead of using a car, we'll get there via concrete. It's a dark one. Or just slope up the lot. That works too. While you're at it, actually, you could upgrade all this. It's a good candidate for upgrade. It's even, ew. Ew. Filthy machine twos. Can't have that now, can we? Alright. Belt? Yeah, probably help too. Look at it, it's just not going anywhere. Anyway, I should have enough to get out there. So, open up that. Ah, that's one way to dig up biomass. Out of here, trees. Because the bada goo is on the ground is just tile. I wonder if bidas can move fast on this. There's a thought. Are bidas affected by tiles? I never really thought about that. Oh, hello, bots. Nice of you to be here. Nice of you to join us. Yeah, they used to be affected by builds. You have some shells, and Reddit will replace you. There we go. That sorts out that issue. Do you mind? The worms. Oh, that was a bot that just got dead. Upside down? Remain Australia? Maybe. Cars are affected by tiles? Yeah, the cars are affected by different tiles. Because desert really slows you down. Both you and vehicles. Don't seem affected by it. See, I never really thought about it because normally they're not affected. It makes sense, really, because if they're in a group, they'll move as fast as the slowest unit. Show tour your base? Sure. Let's see how we're doing. 10 terajoules. Let's go back to base. It's not a huge amount to show off, really, compared to one of my normal bases. You put network loading there? Yeah, ideally it would have the same as all the other supply sections, but it requires running track out there and you know, all that effort. Actually does a transition into it. Brutus, how you doing? Tarius? Do you say it? So here's the main base. This is what we're looking at for the actual overall map. We'll start with the overall map. Here's the overall map. Here's the base. We have a little bit of smelting. We're using nominally... Oh, we started building but never actually did it. Using a little bit of the enrichment. Science is all endgame stuff. We actually have the intergalactic transceiver charging up right now. Oh yeah, mods. Not remove from that. I did. Try that. So yeah, we're pretty much at endgame for Krastorio right now. So this is the overall base. Our science section is all just down here. Go at the Sarin for. This is the intergalactic transceiver, which you're going to charge up using an absolutely phenomenal amount of energy. Yeah, this is our science setup. So these are all your singularity labs, which take your end-game tech cards. So your the stuff that comes out of the research server. These ones, the productivity and production and high-tech utility. Then you got these, whichever these were, and then these, whichever these were, and then these, which come from space research. Can I see what? No, it's normal to me. I think you're confused. Everything for you is upside down. What are they called? Yeah, the second advanced tech card, not to be confused with the utility tech card, and the singularity tech card, which could be confused with the production tech card, and the matter tech card is the cyan one, which is this one here. Hey, Vildek. Figure it. How do you manage to maintain enough raw materials every time I play? Always have way too little? I'm actually bottlenecked on labs. The two big things that I found was... Yeah, 4 lanes of copper seemed to do it. Enriching helped. Most of it was getting enough iron products in. Not iron, stone products in, sorry. Enough steel. Steel's actually a little short for me at the minute, but I've got one green belt going. Yeah, it's just... Stone is pretty heavy in this mod. Same with iron for steel. And the other one was Immersite. We spent a good 2 hours trying to get Immersite balanced out. It was a real struggle. We got there in the end. So yeah, so that's the science down there. There's the smelting and crushing there for all the resources. Greenhouses are down here. We're feeding them fertilizer. There's the old steam power from when we first started. Oak for steel. This is actually the spawn here. This is where we first started out. There's the ship reactor from the very start of the game. What else we got to show? This is the early parts of the base, so processing units has actually not really changed. Big thing is just making enough, I found. Processing units was kind of a struggle, but not the worst. These things are just the worst. These electronic components, shortly followed by these. Getting enough green circuits is a bit of a struggle, but we got there in the end. Go enough wind was down for nuclear water pumps? Yeah, I had one extra. And the water was all flowing right. Now, a general mall here. This is called my Make Everything. It's been modified for Krastorio. I don't have the specific builds here for Krastorio, unfortunately. So there's only a blueprint for the basic vanilla one. There's no blueprint for this one. Modules. What have we got here? Gears and iron beams. I did put them on the main bus originally, but it turned out it was a good idea. You don't really use much iron plate. It's mostly this stuff. You've got to turn it into something low density. You just can never have enough of that. Oil base version 1 is over here. It's still making all of the bases plastic, apparently. It's been retrofitted for beacons many times and just generally beaten up and abused. But it's still going. You can actually see I pulled out some of the other stuff, like the nitrogen, and the oxygen production is still there. But there was some other, like, what is it? Ammonia was here, as well as some other stuff. But it's all been moved to oil base version 2 over here, which is a beaconed oil base. Makes a little bit of solid fuel for trains. It was intended to replace plastic, but I still haven't done it. Makes more acid. This is all the emersite production. This was hell getting it all to work, but we got there in the end. We just kept making it bigger and bigger until it worked. Just brute force it. And yes, this is where I'm making rocket fuel. This should really be advanced chemical plants. Ammonia, I think that is. Ammonia? Ammonia. Nitric acid's there. Hydrogen chloride's there, but it recirculates chlorine, so we've got some fanciness there. Oh, you're not producing any more stone dust. Yes, there's even more atmospheric condensators for that. To produce all the components here. I think it produced an excess of hydrogen, or I think I actually managed to balance it out. I can't remember. Can't see a flare. And I'm pretty sure it was only overproduced on hydrogen. Seen half of the stuff you're producing before? Oh, really? I mean, I've been at this for a little while now, like a few weeks. So I'm right at endgame. Admittedly, I'm only playing like 4 hours over 2 days a week of this map. So that's why it takes weeks. So it's about 60 hours into this map. Never beat the game before? Oh, you never actually beat Factorio before? Yes, we're 66 hours into this Krastorio playthrough total. So this is all endgame stuff. This is using Krastorio, which is a total conversion mod. That's something that I should clarify if you never beat Factorio before. This is a fully total conversion. That's why there's so many different things. Get overwhelmed to break everything? Best thing to do is to not be afraid to tear everything up and start over. Don't be afraid to just rip it all up and start over again. Like, instead of starting over the map, just say, okay, this thing's not fast enough. I'm gonna make a bigger one, start from a clean slate, just make the bots. That's the other thing too, is get construction bots going and a whole logistics system up and running, and then you can have bots do everything for you. And then it's really easy to blueprint, copy and paste and all that business to rebuild. We're halfway, 50%. And finally up here is uranium processing, which should be fairly familiar from vanilla, although Krastorio changes up a little bit. The outputs here also gives you stone and iron, and just generally complicates things. It produces nuclear fuel for the nuclear reactors. It also reprocesses it, which gives you a chance of getting tritium, which is used over here. There's also directly crafted. Yeah, it can also produce tritium, which goes into fusion reactors. This is Krastorio specific stuff now. And thank you for that Twitch Prime sub. And yeah, this is where our power generation for charging up the intergalactic transceiver is. Yeah, thank you very much for that. You now have access to all the best koala emotes on Twitch. That's fine. I do appreciate it. I'm here to answer questions. It's even in the tags, AMA tags somewhere. Yeah? There. Or is it? If I can find the button. Somewhere there? There? So I can need a research speed capacity. We just paid 3,000 bots, but I couldn't get materials fast enough. Yeah. We can get trains working. Trains are a bit of a funny thing to get going. You gotta get if you've never played Transport Tycoon before, they're a bit weird. Like, they're a bit hard to... Like, if you're familiar with more modern games like Transport Fever, what's something else that's fairly recent? Machinki as well, to a lesser extent. The trains are they're actually pretty much directly based off of Transport Tycoon Deluxe, which has a slightly different thinking to modern thinking when it comes to trains and how they work. So it's a bit abstract at first. So it's completely understandable that you don't get it first time round. So yeah, this is like the end game thing, this singularity, whatever it is, transceiver, the Eye of Celeron, we're calling it. We should give it more power though. Right? That faint buzz. Go. Oh, you're finished. Thing finished. There. Let's give us another 4 gigawatts. Can you use mini loaders? You can use mini loaders to load wagons. These Krastorio comes with its own loaders. These are based on vanilla loaders, so they don't load badly. Alright, what should we do this time? We're trying out Amazon Music, the Amazon Music integration thing. And we're doing the best we can with permanently everything needing Prime Unlimited that it seems to be doing. This one. This actually looks, it's alright. So Krastorio is a mod pack you can get on the mod portal. It's a total conversion. It's pretty much standalone. We're asking you to sign in again every 60 minutes, it seems like. That's kind of dumb. Yeah, so I'm using two main mods at the minute. Krastorio itself, and I'm also using Hell mod, which I don't think is actually running at the minute. Apparently it is. Oh yeah, it's about that button there. I'm an idiot. So yeah, I'm keeping it clean with the yes, the calculator. I had because I've been playing around with TSM. For some reason, I had TSM on my mind. Yeah. If you're struggling with vanilla, I don't know if going down Krastorio route's a good idea, because this does actually add more. You never use. Ah, you're a You're one of them, why is that so vibratey? Oh, it's the wrong way around. That would help, because these are shutting down, that's why. Down under calm, 10 out of 10? Here's a question, am I thumbs up or am I thumbs down? What is it? Julius Caesar did that, didn't he? He was the one who did that in the Colosseum? Or is it just Caesars in general? General. Or was it was it one of those things which was kind of made popular by movies which were embellishing on reality? Yeah, like Gladiator. Because it's a Russell Crowe movie and he always embellishes. There we go, they're gonna juice up again. Oh, crap. Oh, not seeing much lithium. That's cool, he's a great... Remember when his channel was all just Gladiator stuff? Like, all of his alerts were, Gladiator stuff. that goes way back, doesn't it? You'd have to, every time there was a follow, strengthen honor, strengthen honor, strengthen honor. God, that goes back 4 years now. I think he hasn't had that for... I think he changed that in 2017. it's just after 4, so I think that's the end of that. Right, can we more pasta this? What? Screw productivity. Productivity can stand aside for more bettering. Fastering. Too bad I can't use anything fast. There's like no super duper electrolysis plant. Might do. This up. But there. Then we can grab the beacons. What about Nya? Do that. And I'm just going to immediately replace all that filthy red, stinking bad red belt with nice shiny green belt. Output. Alright, how's that? All fasted, I hope? Somewhat faster. That's not faster. There. What was it? It was 200 something? And now it's 400. So, yeah, we successfully doubled it. Doubling successful. Yet a lot more tritium than what we're seeing. I mean, more beacon would be a good idea. I need to add a little border around this thing. A little camera hole. Just to clean it up a little bit. Oh, that does actually fit there. Iron Wolf throwing down that host. Hey, doing Iron Wolf. Iron Wolf's actually been streaming lately. 30. Haven't been able to catch much of it though, unfortunately. Damn. Not that it really helps a lot, but every little bit counts. Maybe I'll just extend that all the way down here. See, when you go more faster, you've got to go all in on the more fastering. Yeah, see, like, 4 of these aren't even working, so that's not good enough. We need more fastering. It's just terrible. The other thing when it comes to more fastering is you got to think big enough. If you don't think, like, I'm thinking small. I'm thinking far too small. Before going full shred guy with a spaceship cam and green scene. I don't know if I'll ever go that crazy. There's where it overlaps. I was actually thinking about getting some more, for the followers and all that, I was thinking about getting some animated koala stuff. Trouble is that's also very expensive. That sort of thing gets into real expensive territory. Like little follow thing, which is animated. Like you could spend a few $100s on that, one of those, just for one alert. Just one alert thing, a few $100s. That's why I haven't actually gone through with it yet. On the upside though, I did pay for the... Well, I got the invoice and paid for the emotes. It's off, aren't they? Yeah, that one. Should be all going into that fluid hole. Oh. Out of the way, damn it. $100 if you do it yourself, ain't knowing exactly how to do it. 200 yeah. A few $100 to pay someone to do it for you, or a few $100 if you have no idea what you're doing and have no artistic talent. And then it still costs money because then you have to give up and then pay someone to do it for you anyway. Okay, now I've got to find all the pipe breaks. There's going to be a lot of them. Yeah. That one. What is this? Eddy current suppression rate? Color television? Never heard this before. Hang on, are you... You're just chlorine. Just chlorine. Why... Why you go there then? You go there. Don't quite understand. Or is this something that was connected and is now... No? Where's the chlorine even coming from? Oh wait, your output chlorine. Oh, never mind. I am just a dum-dum. And it's a koala playing a complicated factory building game. You gotta cut me some slack here. Like, there's gonna be some misplays. Wasn't underground somewhere? There it is. Let's upgrade you. I think a best course of action is just to get rid of these entirely. Just redo the whole lot. Okay. Better one. We're removing them all. That doesn't happen. There we go. Alright. How are we doing? We're at 23 terajoules as well. Almost charged. See now I gotta move faster this. Mineral water and hydrogen chloride. It just means to suck it all down. What's the transceiver do when it's full charge? I'm not actually sure. I think it's win the game. It's not bad considering I've outstripped the fuel production. Think about it. Right, advanced chemical plant. Make those things. How much ore are you moving per hour? This, not that much really. I'm not really doing well compared to what I normally do. Not that much. What's that? 12k iron, 6k copper. Rare metals, it's up and down. Should be a lot of stone as well. 10k sand. Mineral water. Yeah. And we'll just double it. So it's becoming along nicely. Yeah, I've got enough to keep things comfortable, it seems like. Okay. I was going to mega base this one, but I don't think the seeds can support it, at least very nicely, without just going crazy with expansions. This is going to really demolish the mineral water supply, and probably that too. Been enjoying the VODs this series? Oh, nice. Yeah, speaking of, the next... actually, let's have a look. I haven't seen the comments on the latest one that went out. I'm hoping, really hoping, that I don't see, hey, why is this 360? It's unwatchable. There's no comments apparently. But that doesn't mean there is actually no comments. Half the time when it says there's no comments, there actually is comments. Let me guess. Oh, it's out. No comments. This is number 26, that is. At the time of right about now. I was worried 26, it wasn't processing last night, it was stuck at 0%, so I was worried it was going to break. Why is it 160? Let me just roll my eyes. Roll my eyes towards that one. Just stay upside down. I can. Then it rolls off, I think. The theory is. Oh yeah. More faster. That's a lot of more fast. That's a lot of faster. Have some productivity. Spider stream, man. Sure. They're all going. I don't think that's helping the tritium situation much yet. Ah, they're all going. Getting going. Oh no, it's backed up. Ah, it's heavy water situation's a bit of a problem. It was only a matter of time. I knew it was going to be a problem, because it takes like a minute to make heavy water. I think it's like 5 of these per... Spider koala? Spider koala does whatever spider koala does. Exactly. I think it's like 5 of these per fusion reactor. Tree in the way. First. It's the worst kind of tree when it's in the way. We need a lot more water. What mod pack? This is Krastorio 2. Garn beacons. If it isn't one thing, it's another thing. Yeah, can't walk through them. Worst. You have better buildings? I don't know of any better electrolysis plants. Yeah. Inside. See, there's advanced chemical plant. I don't know if chemical plant can do the same yeah. So you can't make heavy water. What you have to do in Krastorio the same as the main campaign, build a rocket? From what I understand, you need to build this thing here, the intergalactic transceiver, and then charge it up, which is what we've been doing for the last hour or so. Has it legitimately been like an hour of charging? I think it has, actually. Yeah, downside is that probably would have been done by now if it wasn't for outstripping the heavy water supply and everything else. Tritium supply for this. Because then these would all actually power up. Which I think they're kind of sort of trying, but failing at the same time. Don't have all the electrolysis plants. Yeah, I don't actually know what the final victory condition is for Krastorio. My understanding is it's the intergalactic transceiver is like the last thing you do. Ah, that's why. Actually out of robot range. There we go. Put back in robot range then. Worst case scenario, just add more. It's the worst that could happen. I mean, this thing's just turning water into heavy water. Where are the bots at? There they come. Tasty water. It's a lot of water. So many minerals, yeah. Just the craft time. What is the craft time? It's a minute, isn't it? No, 2 minutes, sorry. The craft time on the heavy water is 2 minutes. So it hurts. It hurts. Here they come. I mean, we've got the tritium backed up again, at least. I think it's starting to catch up now. At the same time, we're at 27 terajoules. What's our production at? 16, 15. Our best. 15. Yeah. Working. Better be working. The important thing is it manages to get through all that. I'd say double the entire heavy wheel. I mean, that's an improvement. It's a decisive improvement right there. It's actually consistently, almost running consistently. Fortunately, like this thing here is getting all the fuel cells it needs. Arguably, it's debatable because this thing's almost charged. Only got 2 gigajoules to go, a bit over 2 gigajoules to go. Yeah, stuck in the pipes. Worst case scenario, as always, add more. Is pipe actually backing up? Not quite. Please beacon the short side. Yeah, almost properly. There's a pipe in the way. Going. Should probably make our way down. Overall, it's been pretty interesting mod pack. How's lithium looking, actually, before we go back down? Lithium's backed up. I think we solved the lithium problem. Whee! Super duper path. $29. It's charging up at 11 gigawatts. It's tasty. There's still a dribble of coffee. It's the important thing. Should actually beacon these as well. These can be arranged much nicer. They're probably better off full beaconed, if anything. Yeah, these would be a lot better as full beacon, I reckon. This seems a little overbuilt. Although I think it's meant to be prod modded. 9.5? Stereo 2. Global modification brings huge amounts of new content to the game. 40 20s, 60 added. Ultra rocket only results in the production of further research. These transceiver needs 3 terajoules of electric energy, manages 60. Once fully charged, will automatically activate itself, granting the victory screen. Yeah, so this thing is 10 gigawatt until fully discharged. Much like a one-time accumulator. Yeah, so this thing, as soon as it charges up, that's end of game. Dun 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 dun. Think. Maybe. There it is. Yeah, it. So that's the end of Krastorio, technically. So if you were to do a closed game, that's it for Krastorio. Now, we did a pretty decent job putting the trees down, very importantly. Yeah, that was good fun. Hey YouTube, he is done. I think that actually rounds off to exactly 30 episodes as well, which is handy because I only made 30 thumbnails. Let's have a look at that. One character. I killed one character and one small electric pole. Death to all trees. Other things. Alright, let's continue on. So, what does it do now? I have Celeron. Oh, down goes the power production. So it's a one-off thing. I mean, you can... So, as far as the Krastorio goes, you can continue on doing infinite research, just like you normally would, so there's still all the normal infinite tech. Laser artillery turret. Powerful electric turret. Ooh. I need this in my life. Or faster, damn it. While that's researching, let me have a look. Oh no, there is, what is it, 23, 15, 3... No, there's 31, damn it. I'm... Yeah, either more labs or more faster than labs that are already here. I reckon more labs sounds easier. Like that. Yeah, I don't think I'll go Mega Base on this save though. Oh, I don't need to do that. The reason I say that is because it's the seed is just not set up for mega basing. Fortunately, this seed is actually really bad. Like the start was terrible. The base nearly got obliterated when we first started. Has Krastorio its own beacons? Yeah, it does. Did I actually research? I did research them. I just haven't made them. I don't think. Oh, there it is. A singularity beacon. I did tell the ME to make them, so I wonder if I have made them. I had them set up for quite a while ago. No, it's not making them yet. So I can't make them for whatever reason. The Rista, how you doing? Let's see. Yeah, it's trying to make them. I just gotta find the nodule. There's probably something wrong with it. Good? I'm doing pretty good. We just completed Krastorio. Just like a minute ago. Minute or two. It's not in there. I put it in. Oh, unless I didn't because you can't see the recipe. That would make sense. In there. There it is. Already beacon. So you are 20 processing, 10 AI core. This is how we set up recipes for the ME. We put them into the back to the good old FE. I don't know what we'll do next. I wouldn't mind doing some more Krastorio, like mega basing it maybe. At the same time, I kind of want to do some more with a big mega base. I also wouldn't mind doing some more with the vanilla one, maybe even starting a new vanilla one. What did I say? It was 10 AI cores. Because I can only remember 2 at a time, I'm doing 2 at a time. So 1 beacon and 10 those things. 10 ink energy cores. Like that. Love the old 2 red science belt space. That's a classic, isn't it? Alright, laser artillery turrets. What do you need? Yeah, I wouldn't mind revisiting that base for a while. It's, it needs some serious outposting love. And it is set up to do, expand the... set up to expand the outposts. Laser turret. 10 steel beam, 10 AO core. 10 steel beam, 10 AI core. Uh, 6 control units, low density and rare metals. Low density, rare metals, 6 thingies. There. How did I not spot this thing sooner? Laser artillery gun. I mean, what more could you ask for? Let's call for like 20. There it is. Just make sure it... So what was the... I didn't actually check the 10 and 20 rare metals. 10 and 20. It's actually this. Oh, it's the same as the rocket turret, because this is the old rocket turret production before we discovered that they're actually disappointing. Immensely disappointing. Right, you're crafting. You're going to craft a lot faster than that. We're going to more faster the crap out of that. Because laser artillery turret sounds like a good idea. Short on AI cores. And it's probably just itself that it's waiting on. That it is. I'm going to move that over there. Like that. Then I can copy this. 3, yeah. Put over here. Trying to get trapped. Oh, we'll start with this thing first. Change it over to AI cores. Like that. Also, don't forget to change the recipe. That would be a good idea. Time to test out new beacons? I think so. While this is getting itself organized. Yeah, it's getting itself organized. Alright, we should have some beacons now. Yep, we've got some singularity beacons. These are actually a little bit smaller. Which is actually convenient. They've got the same sort of range. Ah! I do that. Like that. So this is 17.5. This is 10.15. So there's a significant boost by doing it that way. Speed plus 75%. Speed plus 50%. So there's also, as well as being more compact to get, so you get more bang for your buck per thing. You're also getting, like, you're getting space efficiency and you're getting beacon efficiency as well. So these are 75% efficient. I mean, they're serious power drains. That can't be understated. Right, let's do that. That. I think that's the first infinite one. Let's try and tick off all the little bits of research. I don't think the power drain issue... yeah. Somehow I don't think power will be an issue. That's also very noisy. Also, laser artillery turret. What's the range on it? Sure. And it's not massive like a regular artillery gun, but it's a laser artillery gun. Basically, I wonder if it can target units though. I mean, it's basically a giant laser cannon, so you can't go wrong with it. A factory, be able to design a factory, then come back guys later and change it and make a more efficient one. That's what really does it for Factorio. It is like, and it actively the thing that sets a Factorio apart from every other game is it actively encourages you to do that. Other games, like particularly can we just take a moment to appreciate this? It's kind of anemic sounding. I was expecting something a little bit more throaty. That's actually targeting units as well. Like, I was expecting something that was earth-shattering, like these things. This way, these things are amazing. Because these things just... You know when these things are firing. Yeah, Satisfactory is the complete opposite. So you can tell when the railguns are firing. They look badass. They do look badass. They just sound a little anemic. Like, you know when the railguns are firing. Oh. So I leave turrets out there. When did I leave turrets out there? Oh well. Biters fixed it. Yeah, they dealt with the problem for me. These things are monsters. I wonder if you can get more science out of space if you spread the labs and place new beacons. I was actually thinking that. It looks like you're meant to full beacon them rather than 8-8, or equivalent of 8-8 beacon, which is the two parallel lines. So... Yeah, the thing I was saying was that Factorio actively encourages you to try and improve things. It doesn't punish you for doing something wrong. And that's where the Krastorio, that's the true root of the Krastorio, is it just means that you're spending forever optimizing things, because that's what the game wants you to do. It's ridiculous. I don't know, actually. I think it's just a giant-ass turret. That's a discharge defense? Oh. I don't think it actually is an artillery gun, but we can try. We've got time to kill. While we're at it, we'll rearrange the labs for full beaconage, although I'm probably going to completely outstrip the production of science if I do. Because this can only do so much with what it's got. Alright, let's see if we can use a targeting remote with it. Also, can I? I can. That is... So, it actually didn't let me do that when I originally tried. So I take it was a bug or a feature or something originally. Or is it a research unlock? I'm not sure. If we just excuse the racket. Right about yeah. I mean, I probably didn't need to, sure, pull everything up. The remote before lab. That's probably a good idea, isn't it? Probably a good idea to do the remote. So I'll just do one blueprint. Just one blueprint. I swear. That might actually be inserter limited. Look at that! Oh dear. Oh, no, it's fine. What's the speed? 52.5%. It's not even fully surrounded. Alright, let's go do the thing. There. Yeah, see, it says there's nothing in range. Yeah, it's the laser artillery is just a giant laser turret. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was just a giant laser turret. Yeah, I think I think I was right in the sense that it's made for full beaconing. Yeah. It's 2. Cool. I mean, 52.5 research speed is, cheap check. Yes, it was worth a shot. They prod mods? Oh, crap. No wonder it's so fast. Would have paid if I actually read that sooner. That's, yeah, 43.4. I mean, it's still pretty crazy. How did I manage to put speeds in there? So what are we running at? Where's the cards even at? 200-ish, which is about what the base can do, I think, from memory. Base can do about 200. Yeah, they're much faster with the more compact beacons. Rod mods. Easy solution. Easier solution. It's just more faster everything. Rid of the filthy red belt. But yeah, you can see the components are falling way behind. Might even benefit from purple. Yeah, mega base of this would be wild. Like, that'd be pretty crazy. Actually do that. Did it even make it down the bottom? Yeah, it can. Just. For anyone wondering, I'm hitting Control F and then searching. It brings up a search thing. Still only like 120, but I'm consuming 200. 225. Certainly going up. 240. Oh, never mind. I think it can do 240. What did I say? Yeah, 240 is what it's basically planned out. The base can do. Maybe replace science things. Research Center Mark II. So you can put 4 prods. There's a Mark II. Do you mean the quantum computer? I have some in my inventory. These things. I don't actually remember seeing them in there. I mean, I think I might have missed it. Oh, there you go. My bad. What's that? It's like 10. 10. Completely overlooked that. I mean, I'm kind of lazy at this point in time. Because this save is kind of dead. So the motivation to actually do it is not really there anymore. Oh yeah, the other thing is... Does that affect it? 14k. And like this, that's actually a lot. Alright, maybe I will do it. So what's next after Krastorio 2? I don't know. What do I want to do? Maybe we'll go back to the vanilla base for a while. The vanilla one, the 2k, the 2 red belt one, and we'll clean that up. Certainly a lot that can be done on that map. It could be something worth doing. Because we haven't visited that base in a long time. For the science change? I mean, it's all functional. Like, you could... I think it's working on a robot speed right now. Last I left it. Problem is it's iron starved. Yeah. It needs a lot of outposting to bring it up to scratch. The whole outpost system probably needs to be redone, if anything. Oh, it's too late, it's all gone. Actually, it's undo. Now do that again. Nom it all up. Right, quantum computer. Option take card. Or are you? Might do. Just it there. Just occurred to me I could be using singularity beacons around this thing. Like that. I'll give you crap. Beacon aligned. It's not ideal. I don't know what rate it needs, this thing. Hot pocket, hot pocket. Hot pocket again. How am I keeping this? It can go. I just looked at it and was like, hang on, that's not actually related to what's going on here. It's just completely redundant. Just go. There. The hot pocket again. The substation in there. And I don't need these. Oh. That actually deconstructed everything. Oh, oh, not powered. Need some power. 10k AI cores. Say 10. 3. That's unbeaconed as well. 4. Do 5. Because I'm probably gonna lag on these. That's really random. Oh, I forgot built. Well, that can easily be weaved in. Away it goes. Them. Alright. Tidy up all this. There we go. Time to go to sleep. I'll catch you later, Borrow. Only go for a little while longer. We're turning very slowly as well. Right, you shovel them on there. That goes there. Wrong side though. There. And now that's all now yellow. Cool. There we go. Ah, now it's on the wrong side. Here's on the wrong side. I mean, all the labs are still going. Except for that one. I don't know what. Yeah, yellow. Oh, yeah, yellow's missing there. Yellow actually missing. Oh, blue circuits. What's stalling blues? It's probably itself. Because it's not really... I've never really paid much attention to this. New beacon labs? Belt issue, belt issue. Cut off the top labs. There. It's funny that they're still going though. It's actually pretty funny. They are still going. They're still coming through on both sides. Come on. Not doing something dumb, am I? Like inserting on both sides. There's a lot of cards. There we go. Let's rode there for a minute. Yeah, output. Way more than what's necessary. Thought it figures as much. Alright. Might as well just do that. There. You need these 4 items, sure. Put prod mod in the beacons. Good question. Probably not. No, can't. It's not a thing, unfortunately. Should be able to do that. Ah, you don't reach. Oh wait, yeah, of course it doesn't reach. Swap that. Go there, and go there. So it's all... I always get worried about, sort of business. No, bad, 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 bad purple. Oh, it's swapped sides again. Oh my god. It's because I changed my mind. Never change your mind when it comes to these things. There we go. Now it's massively overbuilt forever. We should deal with the blue circus next, I think. I'm probably going to starve it of rare metals at this rate. It's a Factorio way. It is. It really is. Speaking of more fastering. Get rid of that dirty red belt. Certainly helped getting this out faster. So but uranium more processing. So do I. But I'm always impatient. So I just do tons of it. For just like 3 hours. Come on, consume more, damn it. Consume! Consume! Go in there. Alright. This one will be... This one will be purple. Yeah, and this one will be yellow. Oh, if they go in the network, they can just find their way back over there. Alright, green, yeah, these circuits, the blue ones, the purple ones, the thingy thing ones. Who did my emotes? His name's, don't know how to say, Dib Jaw, something like that. It's dude in Spain. He also does Roomba's emotes as well, and all of Roomba's channel art. Pretty good, aren't they? He does good work. I actually just tapped straight off that. Just need these two. So... oh, also need to do that. Go there. Ah, perfect. Perfect. Now, just get the circuits and stuff in, and then I gotta get stuff out, and then it's all good. Somehow. She's a yellow one. I haven't seen one of those in a while, around the base in a while. Perfect. You're going through red belt. Or red belt to be destroyed. Expunged. Get out of here. There's probably another candidate for advanced assembly machines. Expensive, so I'll do it that way. And boop. Everything needs advanced. Yeah, you make a good point there. I don't even know how many advanced assembly machines this thing can support. This base can support for blues. Blues? Blues? Something like that. Started stuttering there for some reason. It's pretty quick. Also not injecting into the network right now. It's a bit of an issue. There it is. Hey, oh, how's that? 77. Stay forever, damn it. Wrap up here? Not really. Yeah, red circuits. That's the next one that needs it. And so it goes on and on. Just be constantly cranking things. I mean, we were doing 343 and now we're doing 1.5k. So that's a good improvement. It's a solid improvement on what it was doing. Alright. Now you need rocket fuel. Oh, that's why. Yeah, and what'll happen is red circuits is going to fall behind. It already is. And that means I need to boost up reds, and then probably green circuits will fall behind, possibly electronic components as well. And yeah, and that's where it really spirals out of control. It's already going down. Because that's all the reds can manage. Yeah, Peakins do tend to do that. How's that power looking? Managed to pump it up to 3.2, which is pretty good effort. These are all not running because it's all full now. Hey, how did that change? Doesn't look like it's changed this at all. Its radius. So it's still right on the fringe. So that answers that question. So it's definitely just a giant laser turret. There's not anything more advanced than that. So that answers that question. What else we got to do? I mean, we've got to finish that. 7 to 10. To 15. I think 15 is the. I think I'm already in infinite tech territory. And 9 is the final one. Doing anything special for 1.0? I've been thinking about what to do for that. We're wondering about trying to get a key for a giveaway. That's sort of the first thing I've been thinking about. Get a key or two for some giveaways, if they're willing. I mean, worst case scenario, if they won't give me one, I'll see if I can buy one. Then we can do a giveaway for a key for Factorio. I might also try and arrange front page time if I can manage it. See if I can get on the front page while doing the giveaway. And I want to try and do a new vanilla Mega Base, or I want to do something vanilla for when it launches. I don't want to be doing modded. Being a drug dealer? Exactly. If I do front page though, I'm gonna need to some dedicated mod squad though. It's a Wild West. Like you're gonna be it depends on the time, but you'll be hitting people every minute or so. Yeah, you won't have time to put the hammer down, it'll just be constant. It's doing the turny thing. I think it might actually not be keeping up too. But whomever gets to the front page of Twitch even goes to the front page? I don't know. Like, at the very least, it pumps up your numbers. When Bam was on the front page for his 1000th day? Oh, really? It does vary person to person. Like, I know people... Like, some people I know who are on rotation here, banning people at least one every 5 minutes. I guess it depends on the person and what their game... It does, again, it always depends on the game they're playing. Like, if you're doing Minecraft, no matter what, you're going to be banning someone every 5 minutes. Same with Terraria. Something like this is a little bit more fringe, so it'll probably be less frequent. It also depends on whether or not, as I say, time of day affects it as well. I need to fix that. That's very, very critically important right there. Red belts and the tech belts? Well, if they were, they're gone now. What do I got in the game? Got that and that. I might actually make this save available. I'll put it onto to Google Drive. Where's it drop the upgrade planner? Alright. Yeah, that's actually really falling behind. You know what that means? Beacon time. It's actually convenient that they're only 2x2s, because then you can just squeeze them in round like that. Alright, spin faster, damn it. There we go. 10 respect points for using Google Drive and OneDrive. Well, like, it's easier to use Google Drive than Dropbox. Dropbox only has like free Dropbox only has like 1 GB of space. Use that by no time. Oh, not OneDrive. I was wondering what you meant by that. Thought suddenly everyone liked OneDrive or something. You're implying that everyone likes OneDrive. It's not terrible. I think it's... You can get... What, like... so stupidly fast. I think you can get 35 gigabytes or something on OneDrive for free. Trouble is, everything else about it is pretty... It's not amazing. It's also still not enough. Do I need to get a second one of these or something? I mean, I can squeeze another beacon in there. I can move that over to there. I can do that. Move those. Look at this thing spin. Apparently I'm eating them as fast as I'm... Which one is it? It's optimization. 840, but I'm using 2.5k! Oh no, that's the wrong one. No, I'm using 400. Never mind. Never mind. OneDrive and... Office 365.25 are usable, but a long way ahead when it comes to... When it comes to speed and UX. I've never used Office 365. Outlook Mail is horrible. Like the... Oh, actually no, I have used Office 365, kinda. The online stuff is horrible. The user experience isn't great. Blanket... I was looking at the wrong one, it was Blanket cards, making 2k a minute nearly. Means we're probably bottlenecked on Red Belt. Supply. You know what that means? We need more faster. I found open. I actually pay for Office specifically so I don't have to put up with Open Office. That's how I feel about it. Tried to use it. I gave it the old college try. Gave it a go, and it was, yeah. I mean, it's better now than it used to be, but oh my god. This is a very strange playlist, I'm not gonna lie. It is a little bit on the bizarre side. Never done anything big and open, but always seem to break. Yeah, as soon as you do anything significant, OpenOffice dies. Playlist? I have no idea what this even is. It's the Amazon Music playlist. For those who can't hear. If you don't have Prime, then you won't be able to hear it, unfortunately. But giving Prime Music a go was a way to have stream music. Because you're not actually supposed to be having music playing over the thing you're doing. It's actually a really, really, really bad thing to do. The only reason you get away with it, or everyone gets away with it, is because no one's really pursuing it. But as soon as any record company or anyone like that starts pursuing it, then there's big trouble. So I don't know if it'll stay or not, but it can't play. Either way, it can't play music, copyrighted music, over the top of the stream. It's a very big no-no. Let's connect that power back up very quickly. But if VODs get muted... Yeah, currently parts of the VOD get muted, but that's actually a defensive measure to protect you and Twitch. Because that way there's no... Technically there's no record once it's muted. Permissive license... Yeah, oh yeah, some artists allow it, but particularly the mainstream ones, and rappers especially, are not into it at all. They hate it. The rappers. Let's do a similar sort of dealio like this. So we'll do the copper wire there. We'll give you some of that. Make you red circuits. And there. Hate on YouTube where there's a copyright claim for it for the whole video. I thought they fixed that. And that now it only claims the section relevant. Instead of having some 4 notes section, some section that's 4 notes long that'd be flagged, now only flags that time. Instead of flagging the whole damn video. They are, it's just an issue in general. Grab all that. And boop, and a boop. A boop, and a boop. Well, the intro music of videos claim it too, then you share the profit. Oh yeah, you claim your own video, copyright claim your own videos. That's another interesting strategy that you can do. I remember Clowntown was talking about that recently. Get something made, like on SoundCloud or whatever, post it on, or get something done up, post it on SoundCloud, and then put it in one of your videos, and then get one of those claiming agencies that does, you know, the bulk automated claims. Get them to flag your video, claim your video, don't contest it, and now it's in there forever. It's pretty funny. Very convoluted, but very funny. You're both in. Very good. Really want loaders between the second... Not really, no. It's not really going to do anything, is it? You're at this crafting speed of 32, which is kind of exceedingly ridiculous. Now, the output... Oh, I suppose this can be undergrounded. Undergrounded. Oop, hello, Rocket. How you doing today? Nice of you to just fly by. Just passive-aggressively. Join you up. Right about there. About there. You are a red belt somewhere, aren't you? Yes, you are. Be gone, red belt. Probably reaches. It does. No less. Opponents, go in. Just delete and reappear. Cool. We are making red sockets now. Whoops, if I can place the thing in the right hole. Can not stream a bit of troll. I think it's making exactly the same number of circuits as it was before. It's actually bottlenecked on greens. Who'da thunk it? It's like I'm Nostradamus or something. Although there is a red belt. Nah, it's a permanent deficit. Needs more. Oh. Go there. More faster time. Damn straight. You can jump over to there. Spaghettiing intensifies to grandiose new levels, egregious new levels. Yeah. There? Where's that even go? Ah, there. Speed modules. Rockets. So how's it looking compared to what it used to be? So we used to be doing like 1.8 to 1 to 1.8, 1.1. Now it's doing 2. 1.4 it's leveled out at. Okay, I think that's now maxed. These are all equal though. Oh no, it's not. It's 4. It's 2 components to 4. No wonder. My bad. I thought it was 2, 2, and I thought I read it as 2, 2, and 2 before. That explains everything. Backwards. Backwards builders backwards. And there it is. Now I've sucked the greens dry. I mean, it wouldn't help that it was running on reds. But yeah, that's all it can do. Yeah, and as I was saying, that's it, and so the cycle continues. It's if I upgrade these, then I need to upgrade greens, and yeah, and it just goes round and round and round and round. It's chasing the bottleneck now. I mean, either way, 1.8, bad. Still better. What's the time? It's almost 6. We got the Eye of Celeron charged up. Science is more fasted. Yeah, I think that about does it. I can't think of anything else, any more busy work to do to stall out for 2 hours of content. Did this ever actually... Yeah, it did. So we got the heavy water in the end. Lunch wants to come back up. Lunch wants the second round. After much more fastering the pink, we managed to get it more fasted. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I still want to do a Mega Base sometime, but I'll need to look into what I can add to Endgame. Go and place the eye, will it try and judge? That's an excellent question. Makes a funny noise. Where is it? Oh, that's Singularity Lab. Did it delete us? Oh, there it is. Yep, there we go. Charging it up again. Look at it go. We could put more fusion cores down. Control Z. True. What's it charging at? 14 point... ish. 13? 12? Oh, that's because these are booting up. These actually need power to generate power. It's quite noisy. So, it should settle down, like, about 10. So what is that? That's, 30 by... divided by... say 11. 2,700 seconds. It's 45 minutes to charge again. It's the iron accumulator? Effectively, yeah. It just adds an accumulator. It's a one-time accumulator. And it empties itself when it gets full? Yeah. It also empties itself if you cut power to it. New controls there, doesn't do any visible change nearby. I think, what the hell did I deconstruct? Yep, been there, done that. Can confirm. Yep, hello train. That's dangerous. Worst case scenario, you can just add more. So it was made out like the power was difficult. That's the interesting thing. That's the thing that's still puzzling me, is that apparently the power was difficult, but it really wasn't. Big deal. I guess because I'd already ratioed it all out and everything. Back. Yeah, because I'd already ratioed it out. I already knew what was going on. Ah, crap. No. Bad. Well, that's the end of that network. Just ruined it. Ruined forever. Any bots left in there? 0 out of 29. Probably ruined forever now. Boop. you go. Yes, it spends, what is it? 500 megawatts to make, I think it's 4 gigawatts. Or 3.5 or something. Yeah, low density. This can be arranged. By summoning bots to do it for me, because I don't want to do it myself. There. That'll make sure there's enough fuel cells to go around. That's brought that up to 13. $2.8. Heavy water's looking good. So much power. What is it? It's nearly 20. Yeah, you see it's stuttering. It's going down, up and down. Yeah, it's 20 gigawatts of power. Yeah, if I actually turn those off, should back up the base, and then this will get more power. Not that like everything else is in the hundreds of megawatts, so it probably doesn't make a lick of difference. Rocket silo using 1.1. What it is what it is. The thing that it is a fusion reactor from Krastorio 2. That's what it is, that it is making the powers right here. I've already charged it up once, so I just picked it up, put it back down again to charge it up again. Still maxed on heavy water. Yeah. I'm just sort of messing around with the power now. Just charge up again for a laugh. It'd probably take like another half hour to charge. Even with what I got. At least the power's, like the production of it's stable now. I've got fuel cells going around. Oh, actually, while I have it, grab one of these. It's time for it to make some friends. Laser artillery. And leave some for the railguns. There we go. It doesn't want to come into the turrets. It just keeps trying to turn around and run back. And the behemoth behind it saying, "No one man turns back. No man retreats." Okay, boss. Actually hitting everything up there. It's just getting splattered by laser. And as we learnt already, even though it says laser artillery gun, it's not actually an artillery, it's just a giant laser turret. So the artillery remote works, and that's why it's shooting biters. That's probably the biggest giveaway. The range on it is ridiculous. 5 terajoules. He's just look at the wall and he's like, nope, 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 oh, bam. It just explodes. Need more space for more thingies, if I wanted to do more. I have Celeron, must be pleased. Must be appeased. Pleased or appeased? The one. Anyway, I think, because it's approaching 6 o'clock, I might leave it there. Let's see. Yeah, it's been a good run. I don't know what I'll do next though. What we'll go on to next. Maybe we'll, for the interim, we'll have a look at one of the older Factorio Extended bases and the 2 Red Belt Mega Base, and we'll work on it from there.